you heard of the 4-minute mile story? It goes like this. For the longest time, exercise physiologists believed that the human body is not designed to run a mile, about 1.6 kilometers, in under 4 minutes. And then, in 1954, Roger Bannister comes along and shatters that belief. That was the watershed moment when the dam broke loose and many athletes started running a mile below 4 minutes. The impossible became a commonplace occurrence. Now, let's extend that analogy into the field of health and wellness. You must have heard of incurable diseases like advanced cancer, dementia, advanced lung, heart, liver, or kidney disease. Has there been a case where they've been cured? Hell yeah! In fact, there have been many cases of spontaneous remission. So if it can happen to one, it can happen to anyone. This is the 4-minute mile in the medical field, and it's the subject of the book Mind Over Medicine by Dr. Lisa Rankin. In it, she describes a remarkable 5-step process to heal yourself by writing your own prescription. I personally love step 5. Step 1 is to believe. You see, it all begins with belief. It's the ultimate placebo. Now, placebo seems like a medical treatment, but in reality, it isn't. It's more belief, where the mind convinces the body that the treatment has been given and that you will be all right. Loads of clinical trials have been done on this, initially with pills, then with saline water injections, and even performing fake surgeries, where patients were even opened up, but surgeons didn't do anything. Just a strong belief that you will be healed provides that relaxation to the nervous system, which activates the body's healing response. It was a great learning for the entire medical community. That is, if you can combine nurturing support with positive belief, miracles can happen. At the same time, the opposite is true. It's called nocebo, a strong negative belief that manifests as physical symptoms. It can be very powerful. For example, letting placebo patients know the side effects of real treatment, or someone truly not believing that they can be healed. Step 2 is to follow your intuition, listening to your inner pilot light, the spark of divinity that exists in each one of us. Doctors might know your anatomy and your physiology better than you do, but there's something inside you that guides you, even when it comes to your health and your body. That is way more powerful than anything doctors learn in medical school. Most people treat their body as none of their business. They treat it like a car. When it breaks down, you take it to the workshop and expect them to fix it. But what happens when they can't fix it? So the first thing to understand is that your body is your business, no one else's. Because no one else knows what activates your stress response and what activates your relaxation response. Now, we've been programmed to turn our power over to others, in this case, the medical community. So we don't trust ourselves. Step 3 is to diagnose, not the diagnosis that your doctor gives you. That is valid too. For example, someone doesn't treat you well and you don't speak up. It activates the stress response, lowers your immune system, and makes you susceptible to whatever is going around. Western medicine and traditional medicine have their benefits, no doubt. And because of that, we have increased lifespans. But when we talk about wellness, we need to go beyond that. Use this whole health cane to self-diagnose. Start at the bottom and work your way upwards. The takeaway is that when things in there are out of balance, your body is the first to respond. Any of these stones are a force to activate stress response or relaxation response. You want to know which stone is the most important one? It's the relationships. In a state of love and community, our bodies release oxytocin and endorphins that activate the body's healing response. You know this if you've ever been in love. Notice how you feel then. Body's glowing from all that oxytocin. At the other end of the spectrum, loneliness is one of the greatest risk factors for your physical and mental health. So look at the whole health cane and ask yourself the following questions. Which stone is out of balance in my life? What does my body need to heal? What is my body saying no to? Step 4 is to prescribe. Start writing a prescription for yourself, going stone by stone. What else can you do to activate your healing response? Could you meditate, journal? Could you spend time in nature, along with pets, maybe some animals? finding your soul community through creative expression, investing in your relationships, and finally, step 5 is to surrender. Now you've done steps 1 through 4. You've done everything you can. Now turn it over to divine will. This can be a magical experience. Magic happens here. We cannot see the bigger picture, but the universe can. And when we surrender, we let a greater force take over and work in our favor. Now, if you follow these 5 steps, any illness or ailment can become an opportunity for a deeper awakening, and you can heal yourself by yourself. Wishing you amazing health.